is where will the citizens evacuate to in case of an emergency? At least have Invenergy build a clean air and shelter for Jessup, underground bunker to go with the plan. This is a disaster waiting to happen.
Yes, it is.
The proposed site sits on top of an old municipal dump, not to mention the unstable grounds due to the coal mining industry. You can't build a castle on sand. However, Invenergy was given a recommendation to build a smaller power plant in the Jessup Industrial Park, where it was properly zoned. Ooh.
But not profitable enough.
That wasn't good enough for them. Instead, they went for maximum profits by proposing a zoning amendment to allow them to build their moneymaker in a tax-free zone that was not intended for this type of building. Why are we so willing to accommodate them when they are doing nothing for us? They should at least give us a reduction of our energy costs, since our property values are sure to plummet.
Yeah.
Invenergy, what are you going to give us in return for what we may give to you? Don't say clean energy, because we don't get any of that. That all goes to the New York City area where you can sell it at a high price. Instead, we'll get a divided community, pollution to our air, water, and earth, property value decrease, and a rude awakening when all of our concerns become a reality. You taught me well.
Thank you.
Well, the proposals that were presented this evening, we have to act on it because today's the 28th day.
Yeah, you gotta rush it along.
You didn't even listen.
Over to
See that? Tell them not to
They can't
rush.
wait to get it over with.
Have the earplug in.
now, it will take time to reduce to writing some of the comments that were made as best as I can record them, and put them together and have them for council in 2 days. So for the sake of brevity, would there be an objection to collectively submitting all this for the consideration of council? Or would you rather call a special meeting where we can selectively go over each and every proposal?
Sure.
You have to do this by Friday.
You have to do
Where's the
it.
solicitor?
Oh,
Yeah, and we don't even have our
you put a
solicitor.
gag on
So
it.
we have to educate the solicitor.
Well, first of all, we don't have the time, because unless we extend
That would make sense.
this meeting.
All right, I'm gonna make it easy. I'm gonna make a motion. My motion is that we, the planning board, turn this matter over to our borough council to give them the proper procedure to hire, in my opinion, someone to get involved in what we are doing at this level of our board for the understanding of the plant. I think that we are not at all capable of rendering a decision
That's right.
at our level
All right,
tonight without further investigation and further evidence of many things that you've expressed, but many things that we've expressed in our own notes and everything that was presented before us. I think council has a fiduciary duty to this borough to provide the best answer that they could come up with the facts and the understanding that was presented to us, to them, and the bottom line is they have to make the decision anyway. So I'm not trying to leave it as a cop-out. I'm trying to do it logistically, that I believe that's the right path to go down. That's my motion.
I don't think you can have any more comments.
To council for further review in advising whether they should hire an expert to look at, and I don't even know what kind of expert that is. I don't know if there's one person capable of, but there surely has to be somebody who's going to say air, water, land, whatever. That's going to say, and I said it last meeting, I don't fault Invenergy. I think that their people put a beautiful binder together. And I'm sure every report in there is legal, and I'm sure every report in there is to code and to the levels of legality that's put forth. I'd be a little bit more comfortable with somebody that's probably something.
We just gotta take a yes or no. Okay, Don, I understand, we went over this last time, but I don't think, the one thing that hasn't been said through all this, there are more than just one experts listed in the wetlands, noise, traffic, waste management, property assessment, air quality. There's numerous experts.
Correct.
They have licenses to lose. Okay, these are professionals that don't contribute to something like this without their license on the line. Okay, and
Heavily biased, paid by the corporation. It's a biased opinion.
a lot of things were said. A lot of things were said that are recommending us getting an expert. After going through this myself into a township
We can all rest assured.
the township had to pay for, I will tell you that it will be enormously expensive.
So what?
Okay?
So what?
It's worth it.
So will the cost to our life.
To say that we rushed this is wrong. Okay, this process.
It's been rushed.
We are in the 11th
You in the
month
Twilight
since
Zone?
this first thing.
Not for the conditional.
50-year project.
Who gave this shit? It should be 5 years.
I'm going to let Don finish his motion, write it down, we can vote on it, but right off the bat, everybody has to understand that these people are professionals in their industry. You want to hire other consultants to look over their shoulders, that's fine. But these people have put a lot of effort, a lot of time, and have their licenses to move.
And been paid a lot of money.
Give him a gold star.
I don't.
We have spent $50,000, I did a right to know, between KVA Engineering and Ricky Finucci's legal bills, up until September 25th. That $50,000 could have been better for an air quality expert.
You said yourself, you didn't have a chance to read every section of it. But
No,
other
oh,
people
like you
combed
did.
over it.
Take a
whether they
vote,
were
you're only
experts or
one
not.
person.
Take the vote.
Come on, I did not hear one comment reviewing any detail in here.
Mike Jason did. He wasn't paying attention.
Chairman?
I'm sorry you weren't talking and you were not paying attention, but Jason refuted Thayer's whole statement.
Just like you weren't paying attention at your last vote.
Was there a second on the motion?
Since you have all the answers, that's all going against the
Zoning
law.
issues, this isn't about the zoning issue. Look, zoning issues are decided.
Fine, my question for the ordinance. No land should be developed with those laws. You don't got no answer for that, huh?
The chairman needs to throw him out. The chairman needs to throw him out because he's the reason why this keeps collapsing. The decor is...
Throw him out. God, he's trying to run the meeting. He's not the chairman.
Guys, go second.
Totally biased.
Can we at least enhance the process by, I understand that you said that there's a lot to lose for,
Oh, she's for the...
yeah, I'm sorry, I just wanted to get it clear. You mentioned there is a lot to lose for the consultants. I understand that they're licensed and they're paid to do a job. They also are paid by Invenergy, which is, that's the way business works. However, did you ask Invenergy if they had any type of affiliation with any one of the consultants? Perhaps a signed certification from Invenergy stating whether or not there's any type of conflict of interest with any one of the consultants may add just an additional layer. It's a start. If you're not going to take the time to hire a consultant, it's something to get from them, at least some type of assurance, and that is common. I would want to know, I'm a former auditor and a compliance officer, and I know that I wouldn't take one person's word on what was presented there. However,
That's good.
it is common practice too to receive authorization, certification by someone stating that I have no conflict of interest with any of these consultants. You should therefore rely on everything.
Exactly.
that they're-
Most boroughs, I understand where it comes, because in where the boroughs and municipalities that I present, there's a standard sheet. It's a anti-collusionary sheet that basically all of the experts that list have no conflict of interest. I understand that. I don't see it. I don't see it in here. I mean, there's a lot of things that aren't in here yet that are going to end up.
Well, then you can't vote on it.
And you're not able to vote.
They're going to have to be. Like there's no manifest. They talk about a manifest for the waste that's up there, but there's no copy of a chain of custody.
It'll all be in
But
there
that's
after
going to
the
be.
Yeah,
that'll be
after it's
coming.
approved, we'll
It
put
has
it
to
in.
be. It has to be part. But I'm just kind of surprised, and I wish Ricky was here to answer that. Usually there's a standard form for an anti-collusion form where basically your consultant signs. I mean, most of them
Are we
are.
approving
All right,
motion?
we-
Mr. Chairman, one point, at the last Borough Council meeting, Councilman Santarelli, who was on the Budget Committee, informed us that we have a $625,000 fund balance projected to go into the next year. So we could afford an expert. An expert would cost us, I don't know if it will cost us $50,000, but whatever it is, it's worth it, and I think we should do it, and we have the money, so what are we talking about?
And if Invenergy has nothing to be worried about, why don't they foot the bill for us to pick our own independent consultants, come in and evaluate it? They're gonna make billions over the years, so they can afford $50,000.
We have a second.
If there's nothing to worry about,
It's more than 50.
doesn't matter, we can still pick
Oh,
our
I
own.
know.
Should be able to.
Mr. Escrow.
Don't lowball it, that's all I'm saying.
Yes. Are we voting? Are you calling for a vote?
I'm calling for a vote.
Where did they vote?
On Mr. Perini's motion.
I'll move to say yes.
Can you read the motion for the record, please?
No, they did.
Mr.
The
Perini.
motion is for us to refer this to council
For further review.
for further review of an expert or experts to oversee the proposal.
Boy, down.
Mr. Perini.
All right, so he votes yes, I vote yes.
Mr. Wasilchuk? Yeah, just let it go forward.
Good.
Mr. Wasilchuk Jr.
Yes.
Stop it! It's not necessary.
Jim?
Before I say yes or no, I just want to let everybody know that the reason I'm saying that I'm voting against this proposal is because I don't feel we have enough information. It's a different motion than Dom's. I'm not making my own motion, but I would at this point in time vote against recommending the conditional use. So I'm going to say no to Dom's proposal, but I don't want folks to think that I'm saying no to Dom's idea.
And I echo Tim's sentiments in this. And I will vote that the motion passes.
What is the outcome? Basically, somebody deferred
The issue you've created is, as of Friday, this goes to the council no matter what. Your solicitor isn't here unfortunately, but the hearings on this application are scheduled to begin on Monday. They will. So legally, what you've just done is meaningless.
Not us.
I understand that.
Which right,
Not us.